What's up, y'all? Sorry I'm late, y'all. I wasn't feeling good this morning. My stomach was hurting, so I took a little, whoops, that sticker needs to go away. I took a little bit of a chill day, basically. I was watching Young Sheldon and stuff with Babe and everything, and then I took a bath to basically soak, and I'm in this outfit. I might wear this shirt to bed, so I'm just gonna wear this, and then I'll find like bottoms to wear to bed. But I figured I would dress up a little bit because y'all know it is Pride Month. It is June the 1st, so happy Pride Month to everybody. Even if you're straight, you can still celebrate, because if y'all listen to the song, it says straight in it. So even if you guys are straight, you guys can celebrate. I saw a video of someone saying something about people that's being, that people that are straight can, shut the fuck up and shit. Everybody has a voice. So even if you're straight, like, celebrate, do you. Not everybody's gonna want to be bi or trans or anything like that. So we get a whole month to celebrate us, y'all. So yay. Hopefully no one judges any of y'all or anything for being who you want to be. Babe gets judged all the time because she wants to be trans, and it's her month to shine, y'all. Well, I'm glad you do. We need a lot of supporters. Even if you don't feel like you deserve to be in the LGBTQ+, celebrate. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Don't let nobody stop you. That's why the title for my live is Happy Pride Month, and it's going to be like that every day until July. Also, and a friend of mine told me, it's also Men's Mental Health Awareness Month. So if you have a man in your life, celebrate them. Celebrate them. What's up? Because I told my best friend, Happy Pride Month, by the way. She says, yes, Happy Pride Month to you too, girl. It's also Men's Mental Health Month. They got a lot of hate, and it's sad, and I didn't know that either. Yeah, I didn't know either. I thought it was just Pride Month, but the more you know. Wait, who do you mean they? Do you mean my fiance, or what do you mean? Or are you just talking about the community in general? Well, do you know what would be really cool? If reborn parents got a month. Or even a day. Like, reborn awareness. Because I feel like a lot of reborn parents get hate. Like, me and Babe, we're reborn parents. We have 3 beautiful reborn babies. And I feel like even if there is a day of awareness for people to get educated on it, that would be awesome. Like, because, everything else gets a month or a day, so why can't reborns? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I just feel like it'd be like a Saturday thing or something. I don't know, a weekend. The community in general, and yes, that would be amazing. I don't know. I'm just speaking out loud. I don't know. Might be a stupid idea, but that's what I think. But I hope you guys are having a great Sunday. I got a job interview tomorrow at 10 a.m. So I have to be up super, super early. So you guys probably won't see me until after, which will probably be at 10:30 or 11 when I get back. Just depends on how long the interview is. But that's tomorrow. That's probably why my stomach hurts too. My stomach's been off and on, hurting every day, so. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna need it, y'all. Definitely gonna need it. Y'all should see the way the babies are laying. It's so cute. Nyla's laying on Ava, and then Ava and Nash, like, Nash is laying on his sister, kind of. It's really cute. I love my babies. They're adorable. But I'm actually going to show you guys a picture Babe sent me earlier. And they were just all snuggled together, which is so cute. Y'all can't really... I mean, the graphics kind of weird. But that's the way they're laying now, except for Nash is a little bit closer to Ava. And Nyla is still, like, laying next to her. But I might put pants on Ava. I'm not too sure. There is a pair of pants over there that I think would be really cute on her. They might be a little big, though. But, I don't know. I don't know if they would match what she's wearing, though. But, anyway. My group chat, I can't. A reborn baby feels like a real baby's skin. I wish I myself had a reborn. Aw. Well, if you can get one, they are pretty cheap. It just depends on where you shop, basically. Like, if you go on Amazon or Temu or even TikTok Shop, TikTok Shop has them for a really low price. Missed you this weekend. I was live every day. And MCJ, you saw me yesterday, remember? How can you miss me when you see me yesterday? What's up? But, y'all, I'm surprised I didn't get no messages today. It felt nice. I didn't get no messages or nothing. Nobody asking me when I was going live, nothing else. Nope, it was yesterday. You saw me yesterday. You came in last night. Because I was live off and on all day yesterday. Same with Friday. Today, this is my first time going live today. Which a lot of people are probably like, oh, I'm surprised. But I probably will be recruiting new mods eventually, y'all. Especially since, like, a lot of my moderators, you know, they don't come in as soon as I go live. Normally, you would think that they would have, like, their notifications on. So, the weather's alright. I know between me and fucking Lisa. And you know, I do want to talk to you guys about something though. It was brought to my attention last night. One of my friends that I follow on TikTok, we don't like she doesn't follow me or anything back, but I'm in her Discord. And what's up? But it was brought to my attention last night that one of my friends, it's only 65 here, so, but anyway, it was brought to my attention last night, sorry I keep repeating myself, that one of my friends, she made a valid point about TikTok. She really did. She was talking about how, like, the only reason why people care about anybody on this app is when they crash out. Now, with her situation, she was saying that she was, like, crying on a Discord call, begging for help, and nobody wants to help her. But now that she's crashing out, people are apologizing to her, saying, what can we do to help? And that's similar to my situation. Except for her situation is way more different than mine. The only way people truly, truly care about me is the moment I fucking crash out on somebody. The moment I lose my shit. The moment that, you know, I've been asking for help for this hotel room for months. But instead of me begging, as you guys would call it, on my hands and knees, crying, asking you guys for help, I'm blunt about it. I don't give two fucks. I say, look, here's the sticker. If y'all want to do it, y'all can do it. Links in bio, blah, 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 blah. And then we go about something else. But the moment I would have been on the street, you guys would have been like, well, why didn't you ask for help? You see how that makes sense? Why didn't you ask for help? Because I used to be the girl that didn't ask for help. I used to be the girl that put her pride aside because I was too scared to do it. But now that I'm doing it, I'm on every awareness page there is on this app. And if there isn't one, people make it. Cop Call Lily, for example. She didn't know who I was until recently. Same with Ainsley. She didn't know anything about me until recently neither. But now she's an awareness page. You see how that works out? So, the thing that I'm trying to get you guys to understand is when you guys beg and beg of your creators on TikTok to ask for help, and then you basically slap them in the face by, you're begging, you're doing this, you're doing that. Like, you see how weird that is? You ask of us to ask for help, but when we do, you slap it in our face like we're begging. You guys don't see me cry often, but when I do, I let loose. I don't stop. Just like that one night when Digital came in and she got to me. I was crying really hard. I couldn't stop because of my feelings were bottled up this high past my roof. And when it all came crashing down, there was no stopping. But you seen how many people came in and was like, oh, Bree, I'm so sorry. Oh, Bree, you're so strong. Oh, Bree, I love you. Oh, Bree, this. Oh, Bree, that. But where's those people now? Where are they at right now? That's what I want to know. Where is the almost 200 people that was in here consoling me when I was crying? But when I'm happy or when I'm a little bit upset or mad, where are they at? Where are they at to console me then? Where are they at to pat me on the back and be like, you know what, Bree, you did your best today? Where are y'all at? I want to know where you are because I don't see you. The only time y'all come around is when I'm crying or upset. Y'all don't care about if I'm happy or not. Y'all really don't. And if you do, I'm sorry. This isn't going to you. But for those of y'all that are sitting in the back probably snickering about this shit, y'all need to think about what each of us go through. Because I know most majority of y'all that's in here, y'all are only in here because y'all want to see if I'm going to start begging for my room. You're only in here to get intel. Most majority of y'all. Now, some of y'all aren't. But some of you are. Hi, Elle. What's up? Sorry I had to go on that little rant, y'all. Happy Pride. Same to you, Taylor. Hi, Liv. I don't understand why people say it's begging. People are struggling and just asking for help. Exactly. Like, would you rather me be on the streets with no roof? Or would you rather me be in a hotel where I'm safe and have my own room and, you know, like I said, I do have a job interview Monday, but a lot of you guys want to sit there and act like I don't have an interview. Y'all act like y'all know that I have autism. Like, y'all act like y'all know everybody on this app. You nitpick. And that's what I'm saying. You pick out everything. Like, okay, when I told you guys I had autism, you know how many people claim to say that I don't? But most majority say, oh, they're a nurse. Sorry, but you wasn't my nurse. You wasn't my doctor. You wasn't my school counselor. So how are you going to sit there and tell me, was you the one to diagnose me? Because you wasn't. Like in my state, there's over 3 guys I just freaking graduated. Well, I'm happy for you. Congratulations. Like in my state, there's over 300 people who are in the streets homeless and gets mistreated so much. I'm so sorry, Bree. Hopefully I'm not one of those people. Okay, you're one of my top people I talk to. People shouldn't speak on other diagnoses. Exactly. Thank you so much. I never thought I was going to be able to make it. Well, I'm 1K. I'm gonna be honest with you. I never thought I would graduate either when I did. And the fact that you sat here and said that, like, that makes my heart happy for you. Like, I'm your sister or something. Because, like, I love when people come in here and everybody's like, I graduated, or I did this, Bree, or I did that. Like, if someone were to come in and tell me, oh, Bree, guess what? I got my first job today, I would congratulate them. Because instead of putting other people down saying, well, I don't believe you, I believe them. If it was a lie, it's a lie. But I'm not going to sit there and question it. It's your life. It's not mine. So I'm proud of you, 1K. If no one's told you that they're proud of you, I am. And my chat's proud of you. Thank you. Hi, Christy. Hi, Olivia. Oh, I will always be here. Amen. And her name is Mackenzie. Okay, her name is Mackenzie, y'all. I just looked at her thing, and her thing says at Mackenzie. So I guess her name is Mackenzie. So instead of calling her 1K, I'm going to say Mackenzie now. Because I like calling people by their actual name and not their username. Because some of their usernames are weird. And I'm not going to read someone's username that's weird. I'm sorry, but no. Oh. I did have to take me some medicine earlier because of my stomach, but I should be okay. But like I said, y'all, we're going to have a lot of talks like this. Happy Pride Month, Meg. We're going to have a lot of talks like this about, like, different things. About crashing out and stuff. Because what you guys may consider a crash out may also be considered a mental breakdown in some cases. Like, there'll be times where I'm going to be live and I probably will break down. I probably will end up in tears, or, you know, I'll flip my camera and mute my mic because I'm crying. Because, like, I don't like people seeing me cry, especially on this app, because people take that advantage to screenshot and post. And Bree, my daughter is going to be 1 in 3 days. I'm not okay. Don't apologize for feeling. The fact that I'm actually trying so hard not to cry now is crazy, because, like, I wanted to be that influencer that had a Discord for all of you guys to join, which I do. But no one really talks on there, which is crazy. I wanted to be that influencer that had people wanting to subscribe to them, to, you know, get a Discord role, this and that and the other. You know, I wanted to be that person. I wanted to be that person that everybody looked forward to seeing daily. Because y'all know I do daily lives every day. 2 to 3 at most. Whether that's singing, talking to y'all, boxes. Like, I would love to do boxes with y'all. I've tried multiple times and no one wanted to join. And honestly, it does hurt. It does. I know I'm not famous by no means, but it just... I just wish, you know, everybody says I have a community behind me, but I don't see y'all. I'm sorry, I may be blind, but I don't see y'all. I really don't. The only person I see behind me every day is my fiance. The only one. Besides my babies, of course, but hypothetically, the only person I see is my fiance. Every time I needed a hug or a shoulder to cry on, she was there. She never judged. You know, just like earlier when my stomach was hurting, she was rubbing my back, making sure that I was okay. Didn't leave my side at all. When she could have. She could have came out here and played the game. But no, she sat on the bathroom floor while I was in the bathtub soaking to try and get rid of my stomach pain. She took care of me. She gave me something to drink. She gave me some medicine. And she sat right by my side, rubbing my back. Didn't leave my side whatsoever. Just sat there and talked to me. And all of y'all sit here and criticize her for who she is. Y'all sit here and criticize her for who she wants to be. And y'all wonder why she don't talk. Y'all wonder if she's actually the one commenting on my shit. But do y'all realize we both have phones? Even if I have her shit on my phone, it doesn't mean I'm on hers. Just like she has my shit on her phone doesn't mean she goes on it. Like, Madeline is the sweetest, caring person you will ever meet. And for people to sit here and criticize her, saying that she's a beggar, she's a scammer, she has nothing to do with it. She's innocent in it all. The person that you should be going after is not her. I mean, y'all go after my family. Y'all go after my friends. But in it all, you guys don't realize what you're putting her through. She's hurting just as much as I am. You constantly dead name her, misgender her. For what? To get a laugh in? In today's society, you can't be a transphobe. You can't. Because you'll get slapped in the face. Or worse. So when you misgender my soon-to-be wife, just remember, you say that to anybody else in person, there's nobody that's going to be able to help you. Because it started with one person. And then it'll keep going, and it keep going, and it keep... Because just because you misgender her, oh, you may think you're not a transphobe. You are. You are. Wait, what's happening? Just listen. Because that's what I need y'all to do. I need y'all to listen. Please. That's all I'm asking. Just listen to what I'm saying. You may not understand, you may not care, but all I'm asking is for y'all to listen with your hearts. I call people what they're born, what God made you, okay? And God loves all his children. So I'm sorry that you have to be a transphobe for that. Because it's 2025. There's a lot more transgender people than what you think. And I used to think like that too. About calling people what God made them. It doesn't make it right. God loves all his children. Even if we sin, even if we do things that he may not agree with in the Bible, technically, who reads the Bible? I don't. My fiance don't. Because not everything in the Bible is right. If we wasn't able to love who we love, it wouldn't be done. God loves all of us, regardless of who we are. Regardless of who we want to be, he loves us all. I read the Bible, but I'm not transphobic. Exactly. In today's society, you can't be. I read the Bible every night. Jesus loves you, Madeline. She knows that. But she doesn't really believe in him. She wants to, but it's hard for her to when there's a lot of different things going on. When I talk to someone in person, I always ask what their pronouns are, and that's respectful to do, because you never know. Same for real, that's how I feel. Since I've been pregnant, I feel like I've lost everyone. I'm really happy you have her, Bree. Hey, Blue Skies. Thank you for the follow, Andrew. Like, all I'm saying, y'all, is just be careful. You know? I come on this app every day hoping for, I don't know, love and support, I guess. I asked someone what their pronouns are and they tried to throw hands. I was like, dang, I'm sorry. I mean, sometimes you can tell, but sometimes you can't. I mean, people misgender me all the time, even though I'm born a female. Just because I have short hair, they think I'm a guy. I'm sorry, but, my voice ain't that deep. And not only that, but, how do you know what's in my pants? Good, God-loving people modify their body, everything else. It makes zero sense, them hating trans people. What's up? Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I was trying to get my mom to understand that too, and it don't seem like it's working, so. Same here, I had my hair short and people called me a guy. I was sorry I'm a female and they said sorry. Man, there was a time I went to a store and fucking someone said, "Excuse me, sir." I said, "First of all, I'm not a sir." And as soon as they heard my voice, they're like, "Oh shit." And I was like, "Yeah. Next time, ask." Because I'm like, how are you going to sit there and based off someone's haircut think that they're a guy? Like, are you serious? I think you should let people in your boxes if you want to be a creator. I've tried to let people in my boxes, and a couple of times, a lot of people were rude. So. And every time I do a box, no one joins anyway, so. I know a big Christian woman who got their whole works done with modifications, but she's transphobic. It makes zero sense. She does. Literally the other day, someone asked me if I didn't need a cigarette. And I was like, "No thanks," and he got mad. Oh my god. That's crazy. This day and age, you can't, yeah. That's, wow. And for the TikTok sucks person, why do you have TikTok if you think it sucks? Like, you're always in here and you never comment. Like, you just sit here. Like, what's your purpose for that? Because I feel like you're only in here to get intel. That's how I feel. Sorry if that's not true, but, like, you're always in here and you never say anything. You've said 2 things since you've been in here. Because they were going to... What does that have to do with it? Hi, Chelsea. I mean, TikTok can still go at any point. I mean... What's up? Well, I appreciate that, but if you're gonna be in here, I need you to at least comment at least. Because that's how communication works. I mean, you're not going to just sit there and watch your creator and then you wonder why no one says anything. Well, I'm not going to talk to myself. Hi, Britt. Or Bree, sorry. I thought your name was Britt for a second. Hey, I got twins in here. Hi, Kinsey. Hi. Even if you just say hi, I mean, that's how a conversation starts. Because everybody wonders why I'm always quiet. Well, I'm not going to talk to myself. I mean, you guys are my followers. You guys are my watchers. Y'all can comment, you know. It works both ways. Because I could be talking about something serious and no one says nothing. Or I play music, no one says nothing. Hey, girl, hey. LOL, I'm so tired. Work 4 days straight. Tomorrow's my last day, finally. Oh, that's good. How did the interview go the other day? You mean, like... 3 or 4 days ago, I didn't get the job. I got an interview tomorrow. LOL, I literally want hot chips, but sadly I'm broke. Tomorrow's gonna be 73. Hey. I just worked 11 days straight, never again. I hope it goes awesome for you tomorrow. Thanks. Thanks. Alright. I feel the cold, like fall cold though, not freezing like winter. I'm about to take my dog out, so I'll be back in a couple minutes. Alright. Thanks. Thank you. Yo, what's everybody up to? Probably just waiting for me to say something. I don't know. Oh, maybe my iPad would stop falling. Freaking nose. Ouch. Not much. About to take my son out for the evening to play. Ooh, fun. Hi, everyone. Hello, Bree. Hi, Digital. How is everyone? Exhausted and stomach won't stop hurting, but I'm here. Hi, Hannah. I did take some medicine though, but it's gonna take it a minute to kick in, I think. I can't wait to get my Reborn account back tomorrow. There's a lot of my other people are on there and they don't know I'm on here. Wee. Let's see. Someone sent me a message that you were a little upset. When? I was just talking. I was just venting. So if we did that, so screenshot that. Huh? a few minutes ago. Hey, give me it back. Dang thing. Alright.
I said no.
I took a screenshot and my phone didn't want me to keep it, apparently. Give me it back.
No.
I took a screenshot and my phone didn't want me to keep it, apparently. Give me all my cards. What was you venting about? I was just venting about what I saw last night about one of my friends on TikTok. About how people only, like, come to her live when she's, like, talking about, like, when she's, venting about something. Like, if she's, I don't know, just talking about something random. People only care about, like, the drama, basically, and that's what I was talking about, is when Digital, you know, got me and my feelings that day, and, like, we had over almost 200 people come into my live, and I was just saying, like, where are those people now? You know what I mean? Like, that's all I was saying, is, like, I know who's real and who's not, and the people that are in here every day is the people that's always here. But when I start crying or upset about something, then, you know, nobody else is here, so. Why is my profile picture as your profile picture? Like, what? I'm just checking on you to see if you're okay. I'll be fine. Hi, Erica. Wait, what? Who? Can I come up real quick? Ouch. Honestly, I wasn't thinking about doing boxes today, but someone said something about doing boxes, so. Whoops, wrong thing. Yeah, I know she does. I'm just looking at this person that has my profile picture as theirs. It's not. Well, it was. I literally just seen it. What? Why do people do that? Like, I don't understand what the purpose of that was. I really don't. Yeah, I was on her profile when she did it. I literally freaking watched it happen. Like, you don't have to lie to me. Like, I'm thinking about just changing that picture regardless to a random, like, profile, because, like, I'm just, it might be a glitch. See, it wasn't a glitch. It was there. It don't just glitch. Ugh. I need to stop stressing so much because my stomach's fucking hurting really bad. I'm also nervous about tomorrow, too. Yeah, because, see, it wasn't a glitch. It was there. It happens in a lot of lives. It's a glitch. I don't think it was. That's what I want to talk about. Wait, what do you mean? I don't know, kind of odd. You knew she was talking about talking to you, too, if it was a glitch. If it was a glitch, everybody's profile would be my picture if that was the case. Stressing? It's kind of hard for me not to stress. I mean, like I said, I did take some medicine for my stomach and everything. You should let Digital up. She always has good advice. Thank you for the rose. Because it was showing on mine too, girl. No, that's not the case. It's only every now and then. I know it's hard. Like I said, Digital, like, well, you wasn't in here. Well, you might have heard a bit of it. I'm not too sure how much you heard, but, well, I guess I don't know who updated you on what, but the job interview that I told you I had the other day when you came in, I got an email the following morning that I didn't get it. They didn't give me a reason why. They just basically said that they wasn't going to move forward with the hiring process. So then the next couple days after that, I was trying to get a hold of the other job that I applied for, and they finally went through my application, and they asked if I could come in tomorrow at 10 in the morning, and I said yes. So I got to be up very early in the morning. And another thing that I want to bring to your attention, Digital, is when you talk to Ainsley, she has gotten worse with the streaming and everything else. Like the other day, someone sent me something about her live. Like they showed me a screenshot of what she was saying and doing. She's been posting nonstop about me, saying that she doesn't believe that I had an interview when I did, the call on live. Well, I didn't really have it unmuted until after he asked me if I wanted to come in for an interview. So the next time you talk to Ainsley, I would, since she won't listen to me, which I've asked her countless numbers of times to stop, because like I said, like you've said, the only way someone's going to get better is if people stop with the negativity, and I'm sorry, but it's shutting me down more than what I thought it would. I don't know how often you talk to her or anything like that. Like, she's trying to say that, I know her name and I know this and I know that about her, and if I say it, she's going to get me in trouble. And, she streams me enough as is, and I just want her to give me a chance. That's all I'm asking. I know I haven't been doing much of anything to show that I'm doing better or I'm trying to do better, but you even said yourself, it's not going to take a week or two to get better. It's probably going to take a year or two at most. And I don't know. I'm trying my best not to lash out. I'm trying my best to not let shit get to me. But you should have seen the hate I've been getting. You should truly see it. And the reason why I lash out. Because I can't. I can't keep calm. I can't ignore the negative comments because that's all I get. That's all I get. Okay, are you going to let me up? You're getting better every day slowly. I don't feel like it. Like right now, I don't know. Like my heart hurts so bad right now. I don't know if I would be able to handle boxes at this point. Listen, you don't have to let me up. This is your platform, but I'm gentle. Yeah. A lot of people aren't like that. It's not that I don't want to let you up, Digital. My emotions are all over the place right now, and I don't know. I mean, I guess I might need my Digital, I guess. So why not?
I was just getting ready to type that was fine. You don't have to do anything you don't want to do. And then
Too
you
late.
yeah, right.
I see you in a lot of lives. I just don't click on them because I don't know whose live they're who it is. So I'm just like, yeah, I don't know who they are. So I'm just gonna like because I
Yeah.
see you're in a box.
Yeah, I float around a little bit
Yeah, I see that.
because well, sometimes I see people do things that I don't like. Bear something in mind. So, because I go live like you go live and I
Hmm.
talk about what I talk about, a lot of people follow me, right?
I see that.
And
Yeah.
every time I'm in a box, they get a notification that I'm in a box. And they want to know, ooh, who's she talking to? And they come flying in. So I don't want you to see that as you don't have support.
Right.
They're around me for a specific reason. So they come into any live that I'm in. So don't take it as you don't have the same support or you're not getting as much support. So I want you to try to let that go. Now, about your feelings. All of
Right.
let's start with the fact that your feelings are valid.
Thank you.
I I can't answer for what everybody else does, but I know that there are some people who are mean and nasty. Now, some people are asking a legitimate question. Some people may be here to offer you genuine assistance, but there are also going to be people here who are mean or nasty. Bear something in mind. I'm getting dragged all over TikTok all the time. And I used to go in and defend myself because I
Right.
felt like I needed to. And then I realized that it didn't matter what I said. If they didn't like me, whatever I said wasn't going to change a single mind. So I decided, and this come again, this is one of those things where it comes with age. I decided that I'm not going to defend myself anymore. The people who like me and recognize that I do good work like me. And there is always going to be somebody that doesn't like you. And so I'm not going to waste any of my time, energy, or emotions on people who don't like me
Right.
for things that aren't even true. Because I get
Right.
into things that aren't even true. So you stand very strong and firm on your relationship, your sexual preferences, and I don't mean sexual in terms of that, but your
Right.
romantic preferences. You need to have that same strength when it comes to everything else in your life because it doesn't matter how. Listen, there are women fighting in nursing homes over men and attention and the nurse. It
Wow.
never ends. Women will be catty for the rest of your life. There will be men who just don't like you for the sake of not liking you. I I can't stop it. You can't stop it. But what you can do is not allow it to stop you from doing what it is you have to do. It's always going to be there. So if you had a mole on your skin and it wasn't cancerous or there wasn't anything dangerous, but it was going to just be there for the rest of your life, you may not like it, but what are you going to do about it?
Well, there's nothing really I could do. I don't think.
And you just would have to live with it, right?
Pretty much.
And you might see it and be like, dang, I don't like this here. But then you put your clothes on and you go out the door, right?
Right.
It's the same thing. It's the same thing.
Hi, Sarah.
People aren't going to always like you. They're going to doubt you. They're not going to give you the benefit of the doubt. You have to be strong enough to see it, say okay, and keep pushing. Because even when you find a job, there's going to be a person that works there that doesn't like you, or a customer that doesn't like the way you answer. And so, I'm not talking about you being smart with them and nasty. I'm talking
Right.
about, they say, "What's up?" And you're just like, "Hello." And then they're like, "She has an attitude." That kind of thing. There's always, and so are you going to quit your job because somebody that works there don't like you?
Definitely not.
Correct. So you can start practicing that now. You don't have to put up if someone's being mean and nasty to you. You don't have to put up with that. If you want to block them, block them. I don't have no problem with that. But you also have to remember that you're trying now and people feel like you weren't trying before. So they have this perception of you that, well, she's saying she's going to do it, but she's not. So
Right.
you put your head down and you stay focused. That's all you have control over. And if TikTok becomes overwhelming, turn it off. I remember one time you took a break and you came back and you were talking about how great it felt that you had taken that time off, that you just weren't a part of any drama.
Right.
There's nothing wrong with taking an evening off and playing the game with Babe.
That's
There's
what I did last night.
exactly.
I played with one of my friends. We were playing R6, and I just remember like checking my phone and then looking at TikTok, and I was like, okay, yep. And I scroll. I like cleared the thing off my phone. I'm like, yeah, no TikTok tonight, because I told my followers last night that I was gonna go live, and then I didn't. And I woke up this morning. I'm like, well, I feel bad because I told my followers I would, and then I looked at Babe, and I'm like, no, I don't. I don't feel bad at all because it actually felt great that I got off live when I did. Like I was live for about 3 hours yesterday, and then I got off, and I was just like, dang, is that how it feels to be off the app and not have to worry about who's saying what, doing whoever, you know, like it felt good, and the fact I'm happy about tomorrow and everything else is also great because I know a lot of my followers in here plus yourself have been wanting to see me do better, and that's like I talk high about you every live. Like my followers can tell you. I'm pretty sure your followers, if they come in every once in a while, they can tell you. Like I don't talk nothing bad about you.
Oh, I know.
And
I know.
and I'm just like, digital gets a lot of either good rap or bad, and I'm just like, I just like making people happy, I guess. I guess that's my problem is I don't think about what I want to do, and I just worry about everybody else, and that's also something that I got to work on as well. So,
Right. And you got to work on everything a little bit at a time. Other people may have less patience than I do, and that's okay. They can have less patience. The only thing, and one other thing, getting
right,
a rejection, getting a rejection could be a blessing. I tell this to my niece in my chat all the time. Sometimes we want something, right? And we
right,
could even pray for it, like, God, please, I need this job. And you get a no. And sometimes people are like, God, why didn't you give me what I asked for? Perhaps God knows that if you work there, it wouldn't be good for you. It wouldn't be good for your mental health. It wouldn't be good for your physical health. It wouldn't last. So then you get a no and you think that God isn't blessing you when in fact He's protecting you. Or He could know there's a better job coming around the corner. So don't see the no all the time as, oh my God, they rejected me, they don't like me, they didn't give me
right,
a reason why. The blessing could have been God saying no so that you can get another job. But remember what I told you about searching for a job. You don't stop until you've put in 100 applications, and then you may get 5 interviews, and then you may get offered one job. So, no, I filled out one and that's enough, or I filled out two and that's enough. You keep going until you get to 100. And at that point, you could tell me you took a break. But no, no stopping because of one rejection. Because in this economy, it's going to take some time. So no getting upset, no getting frustrated, no. And I said this to Ainsley, and I said it in my chat. You are going to need time to get to the place where you need to get. And I'm choosing to have some patience. Now, I won't have it forever
I know.
because that wouldn't me being honest. And I'm always going to be honest with you. So how's it going with your bio mom? White Sox, stop it. My babies are cats, and White Sox always acts up when I go live. Always, unless you.
um.
So what's happening with your bio mom?
So, well, me and her has been texting. Yeah, she just texted me just not. Oh, I missed her text. Well, today would have been the day she would have gotten me technically, but she can't. I guess she hasn't said nothing about it, but she sent me a couple voice clips yesterday. It was saying the same thing over and over again about. She said that she's not feeling good and she's constantly worried about me and just different things. And I texted her back. I said, I hope you feel better. My phone is worried about sending me voice clips because since I have my data turned off, I don't get a lot of stuff that I should get because of my data. I'm trying to save my data. So I told her, my phone's being worried about voice clips, but I'm sorry you're not feeling well, and I love and miss you too. And she says, I'm feeling a little better. Thank you so much for checking on me. I said, I'm glad you're feeling better. She hates when I abbreviate, so she said abbreviations, but thank you. And I just now seen that, so I'm gonna have to text her back. But we've been texting off and on all day. She's been asking me what I'm up to, if I'm feeling okay, saying she's missing me, telling me when she's going to work, and different things like that. So we're talking. We're just not like talking about the living situation right as of right now.
Right. Well, that's okay. Spend some time reestablishing the calm part of your relationship. Try to stay focused on that. Lori, let me
Right.
tell you something. I'm concerned about her because I've been watching her for some time, and I found that people weren't giving her the advice that I thought she needed. So I came in and I was honest with her, and I tried to give her a plan, specific steps so she can get from point A to point
Hurt.
B. Her sitting here on TikTok for 8 hours a day is never going to get her to Z. So I was trying to help her make some small steps so that she could eventually get to B, C, D, and then all the way to Z. And I'm hoping I'm here to see it all because I'll be the first to congratulate her. Okay? So, oh, you're not saying me. Oh, okay. I wasn't sure, but I just want to be clear about my purpose.
That's a good step, Bree. Thank you. And Mama Bear, thank you for the follow and for all my gifters. And if you guys
Oh, I'm
sent
not
her
following
gifts,
over here.
thank you as well.
Oh,
I know
thank you
Heidi's
guys.
up here. I don't know if she wanted to say anything.
Oh,
She
I'm sorry,
requested.
Heidi. You know me. I like to get them on, say what I'm gonna say, and then get off. So wait, I just want to say this. Congratulations on your job.
Oh,
Has
hi.
has Bay done? Maybe she didn't know she was up. Has
That's
Bay done
okay.
anything about her license? Well,
Um,
her ID. Did you get in touch with your friend?
um, she's been really busy the past couple days. I can't drop. I didn't mean to request. LOL. Oh, you're good. Well, you just dropped, but you're good. Um, I try to accept everybody that comes up here. But yeah, so the ID and social, I guess they're free since it'll be like since she's over. Because I think when if she would have gotten it when she was a little bit younger, it would have cost us. But I think it's all free.
Oh no, your social
So,
security card is always free.
and I looked at the ID for Ohio, and it says 17 and up are free. Because I think I remember getting mine for free because I was 18 when I
Okay.
got mine. So the only thing we need to do is get her birth certificate, which we both gotta look up that, and then I gotta get a hold of Sierra and then pick a day where she's not like slammed because she does have two children and everything
Right.
like that. And her man works, so we have to, pick an evening where because he gets off at I think 5, and then he gets home at 5:30. So we'll
Right,
have
but
to
you're
work
putting
around that.
you're focused on the Sierra part and not on the part. You're not starting at point A. Point A is looking up whatever city it is. So let me just make something up. Let's say she lived in San Diego. You look up the town of San Diego because they have a website, right? Every town has its own website. And then you look for, goodness, can anybody remind me of what the department is? Sometimes it's like data and statistics, or you just look up San Diego birth certificate replacement, right? You just put that in the search bar. Do not,
Records.
yes, it could be records. Do not
Mhm.
go to an app that says they can help you get it because that costs way more money. What you do is you go to the city's website and look up their records department, right? And
Right.
then what you can do is you can see that if they have an application online, you can download. So what I usually do, download it as an edible PDF,
Right.
and then I've already had it filled out. I just have to go somewhere and get it printed, and that's already done. So that if Sierra called you tomorrow at 2 o'clock and says I have 1 hour, you don't have the first step ready.
Right.
You wouldn't be ready for Sierra, right?
Right.
And then it would be, oh, Sierra, we're not ready. I'm sorry. And then she might not be ready again. I mean, available again for 2 weeks.
Right.
So focus on the step you have control over. Which
Right.
do the same thing with the Social Security card. Find out what the application is in order to fill it out. And
Hey,
then
Shorty, what's up?
you have less time to worry about what people got to say about you. You're actually doing something. So when they're like, "Oh, she doesn't do anything. She just lays around," but you are. And then you don't care about what people say because you already know. Guess what? It may be a tiny step, a big step, but I'm still stepping. What do they call that? Dang, why is I'm tired. I'm sleepy right now. A marathon starts with one step. They can't get to the end until they take the first one. But I've heard you've gotten upset. I've heard that you went private one time. I've heard that you've been calm. So the only thing I want you, I don't have any expectations other than every day you take a step. That's all I'm asking.
I've been trying to stay calm, but lately it's hasn't been easy.
I know.
If you have a library close to you, you can print there. I would have to see because, like I said, I'm not familiar with the area that I'm in because I've been everywhere pretty much in Ohio. It feels like, but I have to see.
I think a FedEx and is it a FedEx office? It used to be that print company, and now I think, or it's either FedEx or UPS, but a library will. And usually, the library used to be a penny a page. And I think
Right.
the birth certificate is one page, and then the Social Security one would be one page. So that's between, let's say, 2 and 10 cents. Let's just put it that way. I don't think they're charging more than 5 cents. But yeah, that's another step. Look up
Give me.
where you can get printing done by you. And for all you know, if the office has a printer, they might let you print it there.
Never know until you try.
Correct. So I want to see a smile on your face
Any
because the only person that can take that away is you.
any staffing agency will print for you too. Oh, that's cool to know, Stephanie.
Baby gonna work on it?
She, like I said, she doesn't do this whole TikTok thing like I do. You have such
Well,
a
I
beautiful.
know, but sometimes she says stuff, and I want her to know that I'm not saying this stuff to, hurt her or make her feel bad or
Ow.
anything. I have the same hopes and dreams for her that I have for you. So I just want her to know. And guess what?
What?
Her doing it will also show you that she can be independent, that she can get stuff done, and that lets you know as her future spouse that you can rely on her that way.
You have such a beautiful smile, Bree. Yeah, I don't smile often, but I try to.
It takes more muscles to frown than it does to smile.
She is amazing. Who
Oh,
keeps
thank you,
requesting my
God.
boxes? Oh.
I don't know, but that's all I wanted to say. I'm lurking in the shadows, and
Yeah, you always say that.
telling me
Bree, I'm sure
that's
I'll
why
get
I'm like
blocked
I
by
stay in the shadow. I lurk
Bree,
in
I'm.
the shadows.
Her famous words, y'all. Bree, I'm sure I'll get blocked, but respectfully, Ainsley is not and has never talked ill on you. She wants the best for you. Then what's her videos about then? Because all I see is negative in her comments. I'm just wondering because her commenters are saying that they don't see that I have autism. Like there is a girl who says she's a nurse, and it just. I mean, I don't care what she thinks or what her commenters think, but I know what I have and I know what I'm doing, and I've seen her videos, so I don't know. Like I
How
said, she's
about
blocked on my end, so
how about this though, Bree? How about you don't go look for those videos?
like I said, she's blocked, so I can't.
Right, but if you're not looking, even if you come across it, swipe. You see a video about you, swipe. You don't have to absorb what you don't want to. But what happens is you see it, it upsets you, then you come to your live upset, and now someone is like, "How you doing?" And you're like, "Mind your business." But it's true. Like all of us, I don't have a great poker face. When I'm mad, my man can see it from 10 miles away.
Oh
So
wow.
you can only absorb what you can handle. And right now, you're in a process of change. And that change is difficult for most people.
Especially when I'm healing at the same time, so it's
Correct. Correct.
my emotions are
Did
all
you
over the
get in touch
place.
with your therapist?
I haven't done that yet. Well, actually, today's Sunday, so I can't. But tomorrow, either before. Wait, I don't even. I think they open at 8. But I have to get up early tomorrow anyway, so I'm gonna have to call them first and then get a hold. Because Sierra told me to call them, and then when I call them, I can ask if they're still gonna be able to take me in, and if they can, then I have to get a hold of her and let her know what day and she said in the evening time, so they're open until about 7 or 8. But hopefully I'm there before 8 because that's when they close, and you have to talk really fast, and it's you don't. It I used to go to him in the afternoon, my when I worked at the nursing home, they would give me Wednesday off because that was my therapy day,
Uh huh.
and I would go between noon and 3, which is usually the two times that I go. I used to like to go at noon, but sometimes 3 because it's hard for me to wake up in the mornings. Even with an alarm, it's still freaking hard because of my sleep schedule. So, but I should be able to. You said you worked in a nursing home, right? I did too. Just curious if any are hiring near you. Walking distance, probably not. Like I said, I filled out all the applications that are walking distance to me, so now I have to figure out like applications to other places and then how to get there but the nursing home that I worked at, I tried to work for them again and they won't hire me back for some random reason. Don't know why, but I was a dietary aide when I worked. I couldn't be a CNA. I don't think I'd be able to handle it. It was hard enough being a dietary aide.
So wait a minute now. We talked and agreed to a list of things. I told you next time I was going to tell you to get a pen and a piece of paper because that's the only way you're going to check it off. So,
Understandable. Just thought there are many out there hiring. Well, I don't have paper. I do have a pen, but I don't have paper. So because
okay.
that's something that I did not pack because I didn't have
Okay,
it.
I understand. Well, but what are you on? Are you on your iPad or your phone?
My iPad because it's better.
Okay, so where's your phone?
Right here charging.
Okay, so it's the iPhone, right?
iPhone 12.
All right, so it should have a notes app.
Get out of the social security stuff. I was looking at that just a second
Okay,
ago.
that's fine. But you should have an app for notes that just
Where'd
comes
it
with the
go?
phone. You can, if you swipe
Oh,
down,
there it is.
you found it? Okay, open it up, create a note.
You should turn off comments to listen to digital. Lots of distractions.
Oh, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. She could stay
Someone
focused.
sent you a big shout out thing.
Oh, thank you guys. You know it's not necessary. I appreciate it, but yeah, I use my notes all the time too. That's why I'm trying to get her. She'll find that she can use it for a lot of stuff. Okay, so put it. You have a note ready? Okay, perfect. Put a number 1 period. Find the birth certificate application at the city's website. You don't gotta tell me what city it is. It's none of my business.
Oh, I like how I put a number 2 after that. Oh, thank you for the headphones, Kay. I didn't see that.
Yes. So number 2 is to look for the Social Security application.
Social application. There we go.
3, find 3 places where you can print those 2 applications. Actually, there'll be 3, but just find a couple of places and find out how much they cost.
How much they cost. There we go. Hey, I didn't want 5 already. Get back here. No. Oh my god, I hate my phone right now. It's making me go
Okay.
crazy.
Next is we're gonna find the ID application.
No, not IF. I don't know what that is, but okay.
It's the word if. So we're gonna find, so that way we have all of the applications ready to go. Okay? And we know where we can get them printed.
Right. All right, what's number 5? Do you have a number 5?
I'm trying to think. I know I did, but I'm trying to think of what it is. Because
Front
that
office can probably
also,
print for you. Oh, yeah, I think they do have a printer. I think.
right, that's what I'm saying. So you might be able, and if you have all 3 ready to go, then all you gotta do is say, I just have 3 pages, or maybe one of them is 2 pages, and that's it, and you're done, and you might not have to pay a dime, but you don't know until
Oh,
you
excuse me.
ask, right? Okay. So, I want you to research
If I could spell research, that'd be great.
Research.
All right, there we go.
Okay, so sending a thank you email after an interview
Wait, why do I need to do that?
because people appreciate it.
There's a way to do a checklist on the Notes app too. You can check it off as you go along. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah,
Right
it
now,
is.
I'm numbering what she's
Right.
saying.
And numbering is fine. I can show you how to do the checklist another day. I just didn't want to waste the time to do that. Just research it. And if you have Chat GBT or some of the others, if you say to them a thank you letter following an interview for being a dietary aide at such and such, they'll help you write the letter. Well, they'll write the letter for you, and then you can go in and make some edits. But people like that because they feel the same way that people tell you to call as a follow up,
Right,
email as a follow up is also nice. If it's a job you think you really want, especially, that's a good touch.
right.
Um, but you that could be on the back burner. Okay, number 6 is we're going to apply for 2 more jobs in the morning and 2 more jobs in the afternoon. Let's stop right there.
Oh, is that it?
No, that's not it. But why would I give you any more?
Oh,
Let's stop right there. Those are 6 steps moving you to Z.
well, I
And
never thought of the thank you idea. That's so good.
so just do that, and then we'll come up with 6 more. That'll get you to B, and then we'll work on getting you to C, okay?
Okay.
All right. A smile on your face. Think about this. Even if you are rock bottom, you can only go up from here.
I know.
But if, and I think it was CJ who said to you, you are at, let's say you're at rock bottom, and I'm not saying that you are, because rock bottom could be far worse. But if you keep the shovel in your hand by going and looking at what people are saying to you, reading every negative comment, and thinking that people are thinking about you, you are digging the shovel. You're creating the hole. You think Beyonce and Taylor Swift don't get dragged on the internet every day?
They do.
Correct. So if they get it, you think you gonna be immune? Of
Nope.
course not. They coming for everybody.
Thank you for the follows. It's how
So
to eat an elephant one bite at a time. Oh my god.
correct. But let me just and let me say to the chat, I don't believe in filling her head with nonsense, telling her that she never does anything wrong, telling her that, oh, you're perfect and nothing needs to change, because that doesn't help her. So for me, support can be money, support can be gifts, but support can also be the truth. Support can also be because a lot of us are older than her. We've lived life. So if you think there's something that can help her, say it. But be kind about it. Be nice. You don't got to be mean to her in order to say it. And
That's what
she's
I was talking about
receptive.
earlier.
And she's receptive. So that's all I'm gonna say on that. You keep a smile on your face. I need to take a nap because I got to get up at 6:30 in the morning because I'm going live. So I got to take a nap before I wake up and start working on tomorrow.
But she needs
Right.
to be respectful in response.
Yes, that's important. But if she already has her what do you call her claws out, her razor out, trying to protect herself, she's not receptive in that moment. So why try to give her advice when she's the most upset? Save it. I don't come in here every day and say to her, "What did you do? What did you do? What did you do?" I come in every once in a while, and I don't berate her for what's not done. We talk about it again.
Right. I
She
see,
hasn't
Kay.
had anybody in her life holding her accountable in a kind way, in my opinion.
I mean, you ain't
So,
wrong.
so I'm gonna, but that, but I'm just being, I'm sure other people feel like they came in here and tried to offer you resources and assistance and everything else. I'm not going to negate what they've done or what they've said. I'm just saying that I thought I had a different approach. That's all.
I mean, like I said, if I think if Ainsley would have been a little different that day, I'm pretty sure we would have squashed what we had.
Hmm.
But it was like you said, I was trying to get things done that day, and I clearly wasn't thinking apparently, and my emotions were a roller coaster ride from crying because, well, I was letting all my feelings out that day, and I couldn't stop myself because, like I told y'all before Digital even came in, unless she was watching beforehand, I didn't know, is my bottle was past my roof high, and as soon as it was shaken open, it all rained. Basically, that's all it was.
Hmm.
And even when Digital was in here, I had people saying, "Oh, she's not crying. She's not crying." Yeah, you may have not seen the tears fall off my face because I was wiping them away. Like, I was trying, like, people may say I wasn't listening to Digital, but a lot of you guys were, and that's what a TikTok community is coming together through the good and the bad. And Digital, like I said, I didn't really meet her until about a month ago almost. And was I scared at first to let her in a box? Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. While she's in here, yeah, I was nervous. I was a nervous wreck because I
Yes.
barely had any sleep. I had 2 hours of sleep that night, and I was worried about my room. I was worried about everything else that I shouldn't have been worried about. And she was like, you know what? All I want is 5 to 10 minutes tops, and she was in here for an hour and a half. And not everyone that bullies you is on Ainsley's side. Some don't even know her. Just saying, people have offered, but like they've been rude about it, so it's hard to listen to people. I completely understand that. Digital is good people. Yeah, no, that's what a lot of rude about it, so it's hard to listen to people. I completely understand that. Yeah, no, that's what a lot of her followers said. As soon as I had her in a box, a swarm of you guys came in, and it was like a bumblebee in a hive. It felt like because it was like, I mean, it was a good thing though. I mean, it really was. I mean, like she says, she comes in every once in a while. She'll come in the comments. Like the day that I got a job interview, she came in super freaking fast, and I was like, "Whoa, how the hell did you get in here?" And she's like, "Oh, someone told me you had a job interview," and I was like, "Oh, okay." And she came in a box to congratulate me and everything, gave me some pointers, and then she jumped off, and then she came back in, and it was just like, she's in here every once in a while, and sometimes she's just in here in the comments, and she's someone you should be proud of having in your corner. I know I talk about her all the time. I try to at least. I know I talk about her all the time. I try to at least. She cared. Huh? Wait, are you saying she cares? You can flag ships. Wait, huh? Now I'm confused. What are you guys talking about? I'm confused now. Sassy Pants and Penelope, did you mean to request? I mean, y'all can come up here. I was just confused. Thank you for the follow, you guys. Eventually, Sassy Pants and request. I mean, y'all can come up here. I was just follow you guys. Eventually, you need to try and mend your and Emily's friendship. Do you first? Well, technically, we wasn't really friends though. She was just a follower. I mean, I don't know. We never were really close. I mean, like I said, she would come in and say hi and stuff like that. She does care. Oh, digital? Yeah, I know she does. You can do it. Well, I appreciate it, guys. See, this is what I'm talking about. This is what I mean is when I'm on live and it's just quiet. And then as soon as like I have someone in the box, you guys just come out. Like y'all can talk anytime. Like y'all don't have to just come out when she's here or come out when it's just me. Like y'all can literally say whatever. Like just be mindful. I do have mods and I also, have some stuff I need to work on. So if I come at y'all, it's not because I'm meaning to, it's because I'm a work in progress. And digital will even tell y'all I'm a work in progress. So
Of course. But mods, I know that she trained y'all to be trigger happy. Like I said to y'all before, I'm asking you to take your fingers off the switch. Just take it off.
he is
You can
awesome.
have the gun in your hand. But
Ouch.
just take your finger off, and a lot. Sometimes and I've done this where I've typed something, and I hit the end of the comments right where I can't add any more. So
Yeah.
then I want to do a second comment to explain the first, and I get blocked before I can say the second part, which explains the first part. So give people let her run her platform. If she sees something she doesn't like, she'll tell y'all.
The blocking for a general concern question is ridiculous. So, Christy, the reason why I block people, and I guess you're not in here when a lot of stuff happens, is because people come in here like, okay, there was a day that Digital was in here, or she wasn't in here, I can't remember. And someone came up and said something very rude to me in a box, which is why I don't normally do boxes. And she said something about my dog, whose 2-year anniversary is coming up in July. And she's like, did you get her cremated or did you not care? I flew off the handle a little bit because, first of all, you don't talk about someone's dead animal or dead family, friends. It does not matter. You don't talk about that. That's a big no, I would think, at anybody's platform. And
It's the or you didn't care part. Because getting an animal cremated is incredibly expensive and not everybody has the money. It's the it's one thing to say, "Oh, I'm sorry you lost your animal. Were you able to get it cremated? I got mine cremated. She's sitting on the shelf." Right? Then to come in and say, did you get it cremated or you didn't care?
so just bury it.
that
Uh,
implies that implies something negative about her decision making or her feelings. That's the problem.
and and I'm gonna show you guys something. Okay, hold on. I'm trying to make sure you guys don't fall. My dog is right here. My dog has been with me ever since I've gotten her back from the vet where my sister-in-law works. And if it wasn't for my sister-in-law, I probably would have had to bury her in my parents' yard because she was crazy expensive. And,
Yep.
my sister-in-law got her nameplate right here, got her in this cute little box. So, yes, my dog got cremated. It was a blessing because if it wasn't for my sister-in-law being a vet tech, I probably wouldn't have gotten her cremated unless my dad was willing to pay an arm and a leg for her, which he did for her surgery. So I'm sure, being as nice as he was and how much he loved my dog as much as I did, because that was Grandpa's girl, he would have done this. And I got her paw print. I don't have it now. I had all her leashes. I had her collar. I had a condolence card. I had this cute little gift bag. But all I have now is her ashes. And trust me, I would lose my shit if I lost her. But I have not lost her once. I've always kept her with me everywhere I go. She's in my little book bag that I carry my PlayStation in. I have her on top of everything. So she is, comfortable. I have her everywhere. I literally take her wherever I go. And it's crazy to think, with people these days, bringing up now, there's a lot of different types of bullying, and the bullying I encounter is stuff that has to do with my family and my dog. My like I said, my Discord goes crazy over stuff like this. Like, they're probably going crazy now. Because I'm showing her, and I was proud to be her mom. Yes, I made mistakes as being her mom, but I got to be blessed by having her. Like, I literally last night, I scrolled through old videos and pictures of her, and Babe was just looking at me because I used to call her Moo-Moos. If y'all know Misty, y'all would have at me because I used to call her Moo-Moos. If y'all know Misty, y'all would have known she looked like a miniature cow because she had like cow print and everything. So she, was my little Moo-Moos. She is my Misty Moo. And I don't know. It just, July 24th is going to be a hard day for me, and y'all know why. And I didn't get the opportunity to say goodbye. Well, I mean, I did, but not in person. I wouldn't have made it. But she hung on long enough for me to say goodbye to her over the phone. With that being said, I'm like, what the hell? What happened to my dog? Well, I called my mom, and she told me what happened. So then I called my brother. And my brother and my sister-in-law were both in tears as they were telling me what was going on. They said my sister-in-law, being the vet tech, tried everything she could to save my baby, and she couldn't. So she had to put her down. And
I'm sorry, go ahead.
It was hard for my sister-in-law. It really does, because she grew a bond with her. And I remember hearing her sobbing as she put, like, I just want y'all to picture something. Picture, my sister-in-law, and then my dog, and then my brother in one room, and her holding the phone on speaker to my dog's ear. And all I remember is crying, begging, putting the phone on speaker to my dog. All I remember is crying, begging, putting the phone on speaker to my dog. I was wasting my life away because she was my best friend, and most of y'all know that. She was always by my side on lives. Like, everybody will tell y'all, the only reason why they cared about my life so much was for my dog. That was it. It was Misty, 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 which Misty was really loved by y'all. And, just like I told y'all yesterday about Eddie and Chooch last night when I was talking to you guys about Eddie and Chooch, the guy and his dog, the Pizza Crust Friday stuff. I wish I could have done that for him with my dog, because Misty, she loved pizza crust. That was her favorite thing ever. She didn't care what it was. She just loved Friday stuff. I wish I could have done that for him with my, that was her favorite thing ever. She didn't care what it was. She just loved, I wish I could have done that for him with my, that was her favorite thing ever. She didn't care what it was. She just loved it. And, it hurts to be, seeing all these, dog moms or dog dads with their dogs, and I see husky videos and this and that and the other, and one day I might get another dog. Well, will it be the same as having Misty? Absolutely not. But and one day I might get another dog. Well, absolutely not. But I'll get another dog. Well, it'll be my first dog I ever owned that I claimed ownership over, and it was hard. It'll be my first dog I ever owned that it was hard. It was, because I got thrown into it when I wasn't ready, and that was my mom and stepdad's doing, but it is what it is. I wouldn't change it for anything. And I just want y'all to know there's more to me than what y'all see online. Like I tell y'all every night and every day, when I hit the end live button, y'all don't know what goes on in my head. Y'all don't know what goes on in my heart. Y'all don't know if I'm crying or if you guys don't know. And with Digital being in here, it is a lot easier to talk to y'all, because I know Digital, she has her own opinion. You guys have y'all's own opinion, and that's what makes all of us special in our own way. Is, yes, we have our own opinions. Should we say it all the time? Probably not. Because, like I said, you don't know what someone else is going through outside of this app. Like, everybody goes stir crazy because, oh, the deadline for TikTok's gonna end. Oh, TikTok's going away. Oh, this and oh, that. What was y'all doing before TikTok? Definitely not doing this. there has been more hate on this app in the last year than I've ever seen in my life. Like I said, Musically wasn't like this. And for those of y'all that remember Musically, I was on it. Did I ever get as much hate as I do now? No. I barely had anybody join my life for that matter. And I mean, I like having you guys on here. I like having boxes. I like seeing you guys, like the other night, me and one of my friends. Who remembers? Huh? Like the other night, me and one of my friends. Huh? Like the other night, me and one. Who remembers? Huh? Who's that? I'm confused, but okay. But anywho,
Bree, let me just say this so I can go and let you get your live back. So you're already saying that July the 24th is going to be a bad day, right? Because that's the anniversary.
right.
I want you to just think about this. What if you and Babe, I don't know if you like cake pops or a cake or a cupcake. I don't know what you like. But why don't you, instead of going into it and just letting it be a sad day, why don't you throw a party for your dog so that every July the 24th, while it's a sad fact, you can start making it a good memory. Just think about it.
I mean, it is going to be 2 years since she's been gone, so I don't know, like, turn it into a positive, great idea. Celebration
Throw,
of life.
right. Just right. That's what we do for humans, right? I remember when my husband passed away a year later, we did a memorial and I got up and spoke about what a great person he was. And so that the when he passed and I spoke, I was like a bubbling idiot because I was just so upset. But a year later when we did a celebration of life, I was able to talk clearly. I was able to tell stories about the good times, the jokes. I even did some of the bad times, but I was far enough away from the celebration of life. I was able to talk clearly. I was able to tell the jokes. I even did far enough away. And so it doesn't have to be extravagant. It doesn't have to be expensive. You can take a walk, right? Like you were walking the dog. Like I would have gone this way and that way. And then when you get to whatever spot, pull out your cupcakes, say a prayer, make some jokes or whatever, and then that let that be an anniversary you do every year so that you're looking forward to celebrating your dog instead of reminiscing about his loss.
You said she liked pizza, get a pizza. She loved everything I ate. Like, she tried to eat my cheeseburger one time. She
Oh yeah,
got mad.
dogs will eat anything.
Okay, so there was a time that my mom, she would always bring me McDonald's home from, like, when she would, like, drive a bus, and she came home one day and brought me, McDonald's, whatever. And Misty decided that she was gonna run, like, she was like right here on my sign. It ended up being this way. That she was gonna run, like, she was like right here on my sign. It ended up being this way to try and snatch my burger from me. And I'm like, why? And then I put it in my mouth, and then she looks at me like, really, mom? And I'm
I
like,
went and got a sub one time, and I had a pit bull at the time, and I put it on my bed because I was bringing in other groceries. And by the time I got back in my bedroom, my sub was gone. I was so mad. Anyway, guys, thank you for letting me come up, Bree. You don't ever
you're
have to
good.
worry about me coming in here screaming on you or anything. That's not my place. You're a grown
Right.
woman. But anyway, thank you for letting me come up. I appreciate everybody's in here. Put your razor blades away, baby girl.
Get a hamburger every year from now on, literally.
Right, something. All right, I'll talk to you guys later. Thank you for the gifts and the support. I appreciate
Alrighty.
it.
That sounds fun, huh, my moose? Get a cheeseburger for you or something, and this time you can't eat it from me this time? Every time I get McDonald's fries, I always think of Misty. How I would always feed her fries. Why do you have a background? I've always had a background up. Come and say hi to Moose. Oh, bye, babe. Oh. No. I can't reach you. Did you get any more trophies yet?
Got 5 already.
Damn! You and your trophies. Thank you, guys. It would be more... What? If we could see you in your hotel room. Why is that? Why do people need to see where I'm at? I mean, you guys already see it when I post videos. I'll be alright, Kens. You got this, Bree. Focus more on the positive aspect of things. I mean, I shouldn't have to show you guys my room. I mean, you guys already know. I mean, and plus I feel safer this way because of, you know, people calling and stuff like that. I don't what? It's still gonna be a sad day for me in July, even if I do try to celebrate, you know, the life Misty had. It's still, I don't know how I'd be able to even do anything, especially like what if I'm not working by then? I mean, I hope I am, so that way I can afford it, but all my money's probably gonna go towards this room. So I probably won't be able to do anything to celebrate Misty, even if I wanted to. Even if I wanted to get balloons and do a tribute to her, I don't think I'll be able to. And I hate to be negative like that, but I wanted to. Even if I want to do a tribute to her, I'd have like that, but do a tribute to her, and I hate to be negative like that, but I didn't do it for my granny. I was going to, though, for her first year. I know this year in November I want to do something for my papa for his 1 year being gone, like doing balloons or something. Since it's just me, I would probably just do it. I'll probably be the only one celebrating him, but because normally when you have a memorial or something like that to remember somebody, it's everybody, so. Thank you. She died in 23. My granny died in 23, Misty died in 23, and my papa died last year. So her 2 years is coming up. And everybody says that I killed her. Everybody said that, you know, I did stuff to my granny, and I'm used to it by now, but you lost yours last week. I'm sorry to hear about that. It is hard. It don't get easier. When people say it does, it don't. She was my best friend, and we did everything together. If she was alive right now, she'd be on this bed with me. She wasn't supposed to go like that. She was only a year old. She was only a year old, y'all. That's the thing. She was just a baby. Yeah, well, I can't live with it. And it's been almost 2 years and I still can't. I still can't learn. I can't live without her. I mean, I've been doing it, yes, but it's not easy. Sometimes I wake up and there's tears strolling down my face and I have no idea why. And then I'm like, wait, did I think about Misty last night? Is there'll be times that I'll be waking up and I'm wiping tears from my eyes and I'm like, what the fuck? Like, what? Why was I crying for? Like, SET, did you mean to, do a thing? What happened with my one job? I left because I moved. I moved to a different county. But I have a job interview tomorrow at 10 a.m., so. Just thinking. Tell us what's bothering you. To be honest, y'all, I don't know. A part of me wants to cry, a part of me wants to. I don't know, y'all. My emotions are all over the place and I don't know at this point. It's on your knee, Ava. Ava. Oh, I'm Ava. A lot of my feelings, Kins. A lot of my feelings. I might take boxes down, y'all. I said a lot of my feelings. I'll be alright, Caitlin. I'm just soaking in a lot of what Digital said. I'm trying so hard not to cry on live again, because we all know what happens when I do. Maybe take a minute away from live to get yourself together. It's not something that getting off live would fix. Like I said, I took a little break last night, and it like I said, it felt good, but it's not something that has to do with TikTok mainly. I mean, TikTok is some of it, but it's other feelings too. It's normal to cry, yeah, but not every day. I mean, like I said, I got a big day in the morning, and it's just a lot of different things going on. June 3rd is just going to lead me closer and closer to my papa's 1 year being gone, and because every time it hits the 3rd, y'all, it's not easy. Fucked up part about it is I didn't see my papa for a straight year after my granny died. And honestly, I thought my papa, you know, with him being as close as he was to my granny and them being married for so long, you know, I literally thought my papa would have been gone sooner because of, you know, broken heart. But he pushed through for a solid year. It would have been fucked up if he would have died in January, though. I'm going to be honest. But he passed away November 3rd. Don't know why he did, unless it was broken heart, but I don't, like I said, I didn't get told, but wish my grandparents could have met Nyla though. I think they met Nash, and I know they met Ava. My granny loved Ava. Literally loved her to death. Spoiled her rotten, too. I know. I've lost all my family from cancer and I'm only child. But you have to move forward and make him proud. Yeah, I know. It's hard to move forward without him, though. Both of my grandparents were my best friends. I was more of a Papa's girl than anything, but your family didn't tell you how you died. That's so sad. I don't even think I asked. If I did, I don't remember. The crazy thing about it was he was the same age as my granny when she died. My mom and dad and stepdad all passed. It's hard, I get it, but life goes on, unfortunately. Yeah, I know. Okay, that's not the text I was okay. Apparently, my new stepdad, as my mom calls him, said that my mom is gonna try and send me some money soon. We are thinking about you and putting things together. My mom sending me money. That's crazy. That's shocking. Trust me, I know the feeling. Hopefully tomorrow. What's up? But yeah, if I start crying, y'all just don't mind me. I just got a lot going on right now. Well, see, you have your mama. There's a lot of us that don't count those blessings and make her proud. Well, technically, my mom and me don't really have a relationship, to be honest. We don't have that bond that we used to have. It's hard to make someone proud when they don't even want to accept my fiance for who she is. She says she wants me to live with her and all this stuff, but she wants me to leave my fiance in the process, and I'm sorry, but we're a package deal. If you can't take one of us, you can't take none of us. Especially if we're gonna get married. Like, I'd rather be on the streets with my fiance than to live with somebody that doesn't even want to try. It can be rebuilt, you'll have to try. I've tried. She doesn't want to try. And I don't want her to feel like she has to send me money just because. I mean, where is she at all this time that I needed her? Not there. She knows what I've been going through for months. And not once has she... She's my mom, right? I've been doing this on my own with the help from y'all all this time. Why would I need her money now? Why would I need her now? I mean, if she can't accept her future daughter-in-law for who she wants to be, then why do we need her now? I mean, yes, she's my mom, and yes, you know, I have to respect her because she gave me life and everything, and I do respect my mom. I do love my mom. I'm not saying I don't. But where is she at all this time when I needed her before? When I was crying on my knees, wanting and needing her help. Where was she at then? Not here. All these times that she said she was never going to move to Ohio, and she did. She's maybe starting to try now, so let her help you so you can help yourself in the process. Hey, Carmen, do you realize you're uppercasing all your letters? You don't have to uppercase all your letters. You know that, right? I'm just asking. Because I've noticed, like, every time you type, like, it's like in big, bold, uppercase letters. Sometimes life changes if people come around. Not her. I've talked to her 3 to 4 times, and each time she has misgendered my fiance, and dead named her every time. So she's not gonna come around. I know my mama. You guys don't know my mom like I do. I appreciate y'all trying to give her the benefit of the doubt, but my mom, I've lived with my mom since I was a kid. Of the doubt, but my mom, I've lived with my mom since I was a kid. My mom has drugged me from state to state to state, having different men as my dad. My mom is something else. My mom is, I don't know how to describe her without, it's hard to describe my mom. It really is. I mean, my fiance's mom doesn't really care for me neither. And, I mean, she's coming around a little bit, but not by much. I've tried to talk to my mom about a lot of different things that are hard to talk about to parents about, you know, a lot of things. And I don't feel like she gets it. I don't feel like she truly understands, because she accuses feelings. My mom wants to try and tell me what a trans person is, and when I'm dating one, and she, you know, she's not even accepting the fact that I'm bisexual. She had no words for that. She didn't say, I accept you. I accept you. I accept you. I mean, she's in her 50s, y'all. She's close to her 60s. And my mom, she's more old school than a lot of people think. And, you know, she has come onto my life before, you know, when I lived with her before. And you know, everybody was like, you know, calling her country redneck mama and, you know, loving her and everything like that. And she loved y'all. She really did. And, you know, everybody was like, you know, calling her country redneck mama and, you know, loving her and everything like that. And she loved y'all. She really did. And, you know, everybody was loved y'all. She really did. But she says she wants to save me, but not my fiance. She wants me to just leave my fiance. She doesn't want her to come with me, and I'm sorry, but I'm not leaving my fiance. We've already been without each other for years. My fiance. She wants just leave my fiance. She doesn't want each other for years. Like, why would I sacrifice my happiness when I'm probably gonna be getting a job tomorrow? Like, why would I want to go backwards? Because that's my mental health. My mental health is already bad. Living with my mom can make it worse. And I can't. I love her, I do, but I'm not going to put myself in that predicament. Hey, Sierra. My dad told me I wasn't his and never called until 2 years before he passed. I'm definitely not yelling. Well, I understand that, Carmen. I was just asking. My dad was the same when he came around. Some people type in caps. Sometimes I accidentally do it too, and I'm like, oh shit. Yeah, it's hard for me to type in smaller letters because I can't see. Thank you for the heart, Mia. And for all y'all that were sending me gifts while Digital was on, thank you for the gifts. I'm sorry I didn't say thank you right away. I was just listening to Digital, so I hope you guys wasn't thinking I was being for the gifts. I'm sorry I didn't say thank you right away. I was just listening to Digital, so I hope you guys wasn't thinking I was being mean. As y'all know, I usually like thank people while they're doing it and being mean. As y'all know, I usually like thank people while they're doing it and yeah. Well, she loves you. Are you ready next weekend? What? It went alright. I'm probably gonna have a job before next weekend, so I'm not going nowhere next weekend. The same stuff we always talk about. I might turn my bosses off, y'all. Alright, there we go. A little bit. Plus, it's at 10 in the morning, so I'm gonna have to go to bed early tonight. I gotta figure out what to eat for dinner, and then. Plus, it's at 10 in the morning. I gotta figure out what to eat for dinner, and then probably go to bed, so. You should try and get to bed early, a little early tonight. Yeah, I already said that. Y'all know. Thank you. Like I said, you might see me in the morning, y'all. Y'all might not. Just depends. Man, the Strawberry Festival looked fun. Man, the Strawberry Festival looked fun. Welcome back, Caitlin. What's up, y'all? Currently feeding Carson. Currently feeding Carson. I guess you can tame an alligator, babe. Oh, maybe. Watch. Gator Bella. Really? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. At 10 a.m. You better let me know how the interview goes. She'll probably be one of the first ones I text before I go live. Ones I text before I go live. Yeah, I have to. Before I go live. Yeah, I have to. Yeah, I have to. Aw, Pitbull puppy. Babe. Who's that remind you of?
Little buddy.
Who's that remind you of?
Little buddy.
If you remember, I got. If you remember, I got. That don't matter. Y'all help her get an Uber. I don't need to get. That don't matter. Y'all help her get an Uber. I don't need to get an Uber, native. It's literally walking distance. Plus, I don't need people to. They already talk about me enough. God forbid. Ouch. Thank you for the follow. DoorDash, get out of here. No one asked. Maybe one day I'll be able to do hauls for y'all again. Steaks. Steaks? It said streaks, not steaks. Stupid phone. Can't wait to get my Reborn account back tomorrow to go live. What time do I get it back? I don't know how long I'm gonna be live this time, y'all. I just wanted to reset it because a lot of y'all said it was lagging, so I resetted the live, but I don't know how long I'm gonna be on. Thank you for the gifts. Ouch. Thank you all for tapping the screen. You guys know y'all don't have to gift, but if you want to, you're more than able to. Okay then.
Make that 7
Make that 7 what?
trophies.
What's up? Thank you, Sierra. Hey, Taylor. I'm alright. Yep. Okay then. What are you doing, Marie? What are you doing? Yeah, Marie's her middle name. I call her Marie sometimes. I'd be like, Marie, what are you doing? I do it all the time. Sometimes I'll say Ava or Ava Marie. Sometimes I just call her Marie. Say, Marie is my middle name, huh? And then Nyla Bug, I call her Nyla Bug. I don't really call her Grace. I don't say, like, Grace. I say Nyla Grace or Nyla Bug or Nyla. And then Nash, I just say Nashy Nash or Nash. I don't really call him Logan. I think I've done it once, but I don't really call him, like, by his middle name. But I do it to Marie all the time. I don't know why. I like doing it. Marie's pretty common middle name. My daughter's middle name is Grace, and I call her Grace or Gracie a lot. I call Nyla Bug. Every time. I'm like, Nyla Bug. Especially when she wants her bottle. Huh. But I call your guys' oldest niece Marie. And it's my middle name, my mom, my sister, and my daughter. LOL. Hey, Aaron. But yes, her middle name is Marie. Ava Marie. And then you have Nash Logan, and then you have Nyla Grace. My pretty girl. So you get to be stuck with Mama tomorrow while Mommy goes to her interview in the morning. You get to be stuck with Mama. Mama. I'll probably get like a couple pictures of them while I'm gone. I know I will. Her first name is Kylie, and I use Kai to rarely even her real name. Oh, Maya, you missed, Digital was in here. I'm surprised you didn't come in. Because I know how much you respect Digital and everything, so I was surprised you, didn't join, but a lot of her followers came in, though. There was, like, 4 or 5 different people that came in. She says, I know, I was napping. Dang it. It's okay. She was just checking up on me and giving me a list of things that she wants me to try to accomplish before I talk to her again, so. Oh my God. And, Sierra, I'm just going to say Digital was not talking really about you. She was just using you as an example because you're, like, my ride to places. And she was just saying that in order for me to, like, let's say you said tomorrow afternoon after my interview you wanted to take me and Babe to get her ID and her social and stuff. Well, I'm not ready yet because I don't have, like, the documentations and stuff. And not only that, but doesn't Babe need mail? Like, Babe doesn't get mail where we're at. And I don't even know if she gets mail at her mom's. So, technically speaking, like, I don't know. Like, I didn't do my ID. And I haven't, like, I don't remember what all I did for my ID. So, I don't remember. But I know it was my birth certificate and something else. I think it was, like, proof of residency or some shit. Homeless people can still get an ID. Well, technically, Madeline still has a home to go to, technically speaking. She can still go to her mom's at any given point. And she knows her mom's address, so. So. I know Ava's not ready for Mommy to start working again. She is such a mommy girl, though. I'm telling y'all, like. She is definitely my girl. Definitely Mommy's girl. Aren't ya? I love my babies. I love all my babies. I still can't believe it, though, that, I have 3 reborn. Honestly, I was only gonna, have 1, but I wanted 2, and then I got my boy, and then I ended up getting 3, and then I got another girl, so. Love how that works. What are you doing with your... What is wrong with your hat? Oh, my gosh. Mommy needs to fix your hat. There we go. There we go. Would Maddie's mom give her mail, though? I don't know. That's something Babe would have to talk to her mom about. There you go. Leave a sissy. But, I don't know. That's something that... And honestly, quite frankly, I'm going to be honest with y'all. What me and Madeline do in our free time, like getting her ID and stuff, technically that's just like private stuff that maybe Madeline doesn't want out there. So when Digital, I guess, tries to talk to her, I guess, Madeline doesn't realize she's talking to her because, like, she's in her own little world. And what y'all need to understand is Madeline isn't a TikToker. Madeline doesn't understand TikTok like I do. So if you guys are talking to her, don't take no offense if she don't answer y'all, because like I said, she doesn't want all of her business out there, which is why, like, when people ask me, oh, did Madeline do this yet? Did Madeline do that yet? I'm not going to answer because that's for her to answer, and if she doesn't want that out there, she doesn't have to. Like, this is my platform. This isn't mine and her jointed. Like, this isn't mine and her, like, you know what I mean? Like, it is our TikTok together, I guess, because she's in it, like the picture and all, but, like, I don't know. You can get her birth certificate at the health department. Well, that's something that Madeline and me will figure out on our own, and we'll, one step at a time. I want to start working first and get, you know what I mean? Hey, what's up? Well, she's been trying to get her mom to get like her ID and stuff for years, and her mom won't budge, so her mom's no help at this point. Madeline's gonna have to do it on her own. With help from me. She smiled when I said that. You done playing your game, babe?
For a good bit. I'll be back in when I'm done.
When you're done with what?
Watching.
Watching what?
YouTube.
Ross tomorrow.
What am I supposed to do till then?
So
I know Ross tomorrow.
I was just telling you. Because you didn't watch it last Monday.
Yes, I did. I skimmed through it. I only watched what I want to watch. I don't watch the full show.
Tell ya. Like I said, y'all, we'll come to that bridge when we come to it. Like I said, I mean, I'm more focused on getting a job right now. So, I mean, I do have, the notes that I wrote down and everything. But I'm focusing on getting a job and keeping a roof over my head. And I'll worry about everything after the fact, because I can do this on my own. Honestly, like, I've been doing this without Madeline having to do anything this long. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, yes, it would be nice for her to have her ID and social and all that good la-di-da stuff, but what? What about TikTok? What? It says 12 cents on TikTok was declined. I'm utterly confused. I don't know if someone was trying to buy coins or something off my car, but weird. Get the fuck out of here. Don't know what that was about, but alright. That was random. Anywho, y'all.
You're an owl.
See what I put up with when I'm not on the screen, y'all? Really?
No.
You just did the same thing I did.
No. Contagious.
I wasn't even looking at you. Why are you telling an alligator to be nice?
It's like how you tell a pet to be nice.
I like how it sounds like they're hissing. Yeah, I'm never owning one of those.
Oh, come on.
It's like owning a snake. Not doing it. I'd rather own a puppy dog than own an alligator. Hi, Bella. Hello. I'm alright. Looks like they're cheesing.
That's sweet. Sweet.
What?
Look at your screen.
What?
Look at the screen.
What screen?
The iPad.
Ah, thanks, babe. I thought you were gonna say a galaxy or something. I'm like, what? Why are you telling me to look at the screen?
I don't have 1,000 coins.
That'd be the day, y'all. Babe's in the fan club, y'all. You reached level 6? Damn.
Can I get 3 tortillas with lettuce and cheese only? Alright guys, so I assembled it. Let's take a bite. Now let's try the honey mustard. Here's how to order it. Bang that butt.
Babe.
What?
Like, can I come in? That is a ferocious alligator. Oh, bye. Yeah, we're not swimming with alligators. Y'all. Alright, y'all. I might get off here for a little bit. I'm not gonna say when I'm gonna come back on because I have no idea. I might come back on for a little bit before I go to bed tonight. Like I said, I don't know yet. But I will talk to you guys here later.